Alright, so we are ready to start on a little bit of wiring disconnection. So we'll start with the oxygen sensors. So right up inside of here, see the connector for the oxygen sensor. So we gotta pull these harness tabs loose. Now we can disconnect the oxygen sensor. And we just do the same for the other side. So attached up inside here, the connectors hitched into the transmission, and then there's another metal thing holding the wires. So those come down. And right here is the oil sensor, oil level sensor. So pinch and pop it off. That gets him off. And then this is the wire goes up to the top. So that's got to come loose right here. So over here it looks like we're in pretty good shape, except for the park to neutral little emergency switch. And then we got the oil cooler lines that come over. So we'll save those till we get the harness all off. So we'll head over to the other side and get the rest of this harness off. So we got all of that. Got to come off this clip up here. So all I'm doing is just taking wires loose from the clips that hold them. And then all the way toward the back, looking at the back of the motor, so all the way to the back there's a wire that goes from the main harness to the top, and it goes to the connector right there for the transmission. So it's got little tabs on it. And so what you got to do, if we can see up in there, right up here is the connector. And so what you got to do is spin the connector using the little tabs and get it to pop off there. Basically you rotate it and the connector comes out as you rotate. There we go. Now we just got to get it disconnected from the clips on the transmission right up here. There's the connector, but it won't quite come out till we drop the transmission down just a little bit. So at this point in time, we probably need to go ahead and drop the transmission down, because it just doesn't look like there's enough room to squeeze that big old connector out of there. Last piece of the harness, it looks like, is over here. And it's the pickup right here, so we just need to take that loose. And there we go. Well, that should be the majority of the harness. Let's hang all this on the other side of the cap. Right up inside there, there's also mine is a blue zip tie clipping it to the transmission, so we'll snip that loose too. There we go, got our zip tie. So looks like all we got left is the big connector here, and we can't get it out of there because there's not enough room. So what I'm going to have to do is put the jack under the transmission, and we'll go ahead and start lowering it down a little bit, and we'll get that connector out underneath it. So let's take our transmission mount loose in the back. There we go. Now we got our connector out, and that should be it. Now we got to do is take the cooler lines loose on the side over there and take the little parking brake thing off. And then we'll disconnect the torque converter and we'll be ready to slide this guy out of here. So we'll be back here in just a second. All right, so the last two items on the side are this little release right here. So before I take that loose, I want to mark it because it seemed to be working pretty good in the position it was in. So I'm just going to mark it on the clamps right there. That way I know where it was. So hopefully we won't lose too much when we pop that loose. All right, so now the only thing we need to do is take the torque converter loose and unbolt the transmission. So we'll get set up around front and get the torque converter bolts going on here. All right, so to get to the torque converter bolts, they hide underneath this little plate right here. And so we gotta pop that little guy off, and right inside of there is gonna be the torque converter bolts. Right here. So we got to disconnect those and we're going to mark them. Make sure we connect the torque converter back up right. And then we'll be able to pull this transmission out. So in order to get the bolt to line up in that hole right there, what we got, you can see the coolant's coming out of these holes. What we got to do is rotate the crank up front to get it into this window. Then we can break them free, rotate around, break them free. See if we can get a wrench in there. All right, so now we can check just to see if we got them all. We'll try to rotate the motor, and if the motor will rotate without the transmission, then we know we got them. Let's just try to spin it. Yep, so we can see right there inside the hole. This plate moved, but the hole didn't in the inside, so we're in good shape. We'll just rotate it back just a little. And there we go. Alright, so basically all I did was take my little engine bridge and put it right across the top and just put a ratchet strap and put it underneath the harmonic balancer. And so that way when I tip the transmission down, it'll raise this up, then I can tighten that strap up and it'll hold my motor to keep it from tipping back. I don't really care if it tips forward anymore, but I don't want it to tip back because it's going to make it hard to get the transmission bolted back up once I start reassembling. So there we go. We're ready with our motor. So now we just need to get under here with our lift and start getting some of this unbolted. All right, so with everything set up, we got our lift in place and we're ready to start taking some bolts loose. So we'll start with these bottom two. All right, so there's the bottom two. So now we can scoot around and see if we can take some more off. Now it's all on that side, so we got to scoot over to the other side and do the same. At this point, we're going to take the plate off and let the lift hold it up. All right, so at this point, the lift is what's holding it up. So now we should be able to lower it down a little bit and start accessing those other bolts. Okay, so we got our left lower down. Yeah, we got a little more room. All right, so it's a little hard to see in the video, but what we are after is all these little bolts right up in here that surround the bell housing up here on top and around and around and around. And so with it tilted down a little bit, gives me a little more access to it. I just got to use some really long extensions. Put that driver all the way in there. We're going to hit that. Oh. No. Yeah, so those on top are shorter, and they're also different diameter. All right, so theoretically, that's got everything loose. Now just comes the fun part of backing it up and dropping it down. And there we go. We successfully have our transmission out. So there is the back side of our motor and our transmission out. So if we were doing transmission work, we would take the transmission, do whatever we wanted to with it, and get it fixed up. But we're not doing transmission work. What we're going to do is look at trying to fix this coolant leak. So right up here, right up above, is that little pan that's leaking coolant running down the side. So you can see the coolant inside of there. You can see a little bit of oil coming off that rear main. So looks like we may have to do the rear main too. So next thing that comes off is the flywheel. It's got a pickup reader on it. And so we'll take those loose, we'll mark them, and then that'll free us up to have a look, see if we can replace that rear main seal, and then also replace that little crossover thing for the coolant up there. Well, alrighty, we'll get this wrapped up for tonight, and then we'll be back tomorrow to pull that off.